Hello, I'm Dr. Nick, here to talk about better health. In the first of a series focusing on aging gracefully and healthily, and as others have highlighted elsewhere, not just living longer but living better, we're focusing on screening. What is screening? In its simplest form, it's checking to see if there are any unusual signs, symptoms or indicators that you may be suffering from a disease or a clinical condition. We carry out screening because in medicine, as in life generally, earlier diagnosis is associated with better outcomes, and it's less costly both in financial but also personal terms. So if that's the case, why not screen for everything, every condition we know about, and catch all of them early and get better outcomes? Well, screening doesn't always come without risks, sometimes from the actual screening procedure, but even when the screening activity carries little to no risk, such as taking blood for your lipids or cholesterol levels, the consequence of a positive result, that one that could be correct and could be wrong, what we call a false positive, this is where the test says you have the disease, but you actually don't. That's bad news. You have to undergo further testing and screening, and that additional testing sometimes carries more risks and more harm. So what we screen for in health is guided by some basic principles. Is it a health problem in our population, and is there an effective treatment? We also balance the accuracy and safety of the test being used, so we catch as many people with the disease as possible, not missing those that have the disease, and not falsely tagging those that don't have it. All that said, your doctor and his fellow researchers have spent a lot of time working to find the right balance, and the general guidance is you should get screened based on your schedule for your gender and your age. Now, some of you may be thinking that you'd rather not face a problem and not knowing about it would be better, so don't worry. And while I understand that, the important point is the likely success of any treatment and our ability to keep you fit and healthy improves the earlier we catch and are able to treat disease. Step one on your journey to a better, healthier you. Find out what screening is recommended in your case. Talk to your doctor, do some research online, find out what's available, and importantly, understand the pros and cons of each of the screening choices available. For a simple choice, blood pressure. Great place to start. It's easy to screen for, there's little to no risk with the test, and problems with blood pressure are implicated in a wide range of disease and conditions, all of which mean poorer health, poorer quality of life for you in the future, and unless you address the problem as early as possible, it's only going to get worse. And in case you're thinking this doesn't apply to you because you're not old, not so. Screening for certain cancers start early. For example, men screening with testicular cancer, and for women, both of which include a simple home self-examination screening, which is a fantastic habit to get into. Hint, the shower is probably the best place for this. My advice? Consider screening and face the music. Sticking your head in the sand and ignoring problems is on the path to poor outcomes. And if you don't do it for yourself, do it for the people that love you and you love. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Drop me a message if you consider sponsoring more of these educational videos like this one, and let me know, how can I improve things? Meanwhile, you can always read more about me, Dr. Nick, at incrementalhealthcare.com, where you can find insights for smart technology for better health and outcomes.